Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on this soggy Saturday morning. We are at the Hampton Inn here on the west side of town. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Lloyd Kirby, Jim Ash with you this morning. Jake is on vacation again.
Sunny Florida.
Seems like the guy's always on vacation. I guess the furniture business is doing pretty good.
Sunny Florida.
I think I just paid for his vacation, to tell you the truth.
You got to quit buying furniture.
Well,
you gotta
tell my wife that.
Well, just going to step up and tell her, hey, we're shutting it down right now.
I did, because I'm broke.
How'd that work out for you?
Pretty good. I showed her the bank account. She's like, yep, we're done. We do have Coach Silkowski with us this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, anytime. Thanks for coming on this soggy Saturday morning. I know we traveled to Mattoon last night. Nice little road trip down there. Didn't come home with the results that you're wanting, but how'd you think the kids did overall?
We had our bright spots at times, especially in the first half defensively. Gave a big play really early, in pass play there. And we responded there. We had a big one too late in the first half to Colton Holiday, getting him going a little bit last night. And second half was a completely different story. We made a couple adjustments offensively, and we went down and scored on our first drive. But unfortunately, their kids made better adjustments and wanted it more last night.
Close game at halftime. Was it 14-7?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In second half, just kind of came out, and Mattoon got the wheels rolling. It looks like their running back Abraham Baker had a pretty busy night in the end zone. What was just the speed, or maybe some footing on the field? How was the field and the condition?
Field was in good condition. Mattoon, custodial maintenance staff did a really good job keeping it and having it ready for last night. But it was just a physical and want to. That's all that was. We were in the spots. Our defensive coaches put those guys in the spots. They were there. We didn't follow the technique that we've been coaching and teaching those guys, and that Baker just wanted it more and did a really good job of running through arm tackles and keeping his feet going.
Now you've probably been obviously watching some film on Mattoon. Did they do anything that kind of surprised you, or is that that's what you get?
No, that's what you're gonna get. A real good quarterback, dual threat. He's a real good athlete. And I thought we did a good job containing him most of the night. At times, he got loose a little bit, but you expect that out of an athlete like him. You're not going to contain him all four quarters. But we just said don't let number 2 kill us, and I don't think he did. We did a decent job containing him, but yeah, they gave us a couple different looks up in the secondary, a lot more man coverage, 3 over 3 than we thought we were going to get. But we have checks built in for that, and we were okay there. We just didn't execute the play when we had the chance, and the guys got open. We didn't protect it very well, but a couple guys made some good plays. Colton Holiday, took a slant route almost 80 yards. That was nice to get him going, get some confidence for him. We felt this week was a good week to get him going, and we would like to get more than one catch for him, but he made the most out of his opportunity. Jaden Paulus made a real nice catch on a deep ball there. Had Noah going at quarterback a little bit, with the read game stuff, and it was the first time he's really been exposed to that in an in-game situation. He made a couple really good reads, and some he misread, but that's part of the growing process there, and we'll keep working with him and try to get this thing on track.
Well, speaking on track, Coach, going to be a busy week for you and the kids this week. Next Friday, you got Effingham coming to town. It is homecoming, so
yeah. A
lot of festivities going on this week. Got to try to keep the kids focused, and I know there's a lot of side, after school things going on, float building, all kinds of stuff. How do you keep them focused on, your next appointment, Effingham, which looks like they might be one of the top dogs in the conference?
Yeah. Homecoming for any coach across the state or probably the country for that matter is, homecoming's always a different week for you. It's managing what you need to on the field and still allowing, creating opportunity for the kids to enjoy, the homecoming festivities. They're going to get to be a part of this for 4 years. So, it's managing that. Effingham's a real good team. I had a chance to watch one of their Mount Zion film as I was tagging it up last night when we got home. And, yeah, they're a really good team. Not much. It didn't seem like, they dropped off very much as you would expect them to after losing 18-something seniors that they did last year. And a real good back in Terrence Hill who graduated for them. But, yeah, they look like they just picked up right where they left off. And, they're cruising along right now. So they're going to be tough. And they don't do much. They're too much different than they did last year. So we have to go back and see what we did, what worked for us last year and what didn't. I know the score was a little lopsided last year, and but they did that to a lot of teams last year. They were really good.
Yeah, they put a spanking on Mount Zion last night, 41-14. Some other scores around the conference, Coach. Taylorville, a big winner over Charleston, 40-13. Muhammad Seymour, they lose to Mascoutah by 1 point, 21-20. That puts them 0-2 in the conference. And like we just mentioned, Effingham 41-14 over Mount Zion. So you watch a little bit of the Effingham Mount Zion game to kind of see where, Effingham, what they did to Mount Zion, and or what Mount Zion was able to do to Effingham compared to what you guys did to Mount Zion.
Yeah, it was a tale of two halves in that game too. I believe it was only a score game at halftime. So it wasn't a total lopsided all night. It was pretty close at half there, and then they just kind of pulled ahead. The Mount Zion's punter or the snapper sailed one over the punter's head, and Effingham fell on the end zone for a touchdown. So that's 7 right there. And then the weather just downpoured late in that game, so that kind of, it's kind of tough to really tell because you're game planning going into that a little different than you would a normal night just because of the weather. I know we did, and I'm sure a lot of other teams across the state did. You had to have almost a contingency plan for last night, and so it's kind of hard to tell, really put too much into it because you don't really know exactly what each side of each camp was thinking there when they were putting their plan together.
Right. Well, Coach, I know you got some work to do today. Heading out to the school, it's a never-ending job. I like
no, yeah, it's not. It's never easy after a tough one like last night, one where you expect to compete a little better than you did. It's just gonna get back on track, find what we did wrong. There's a couple of bright spots. We had a freshman running back step up for an injured Tyler Vance last night and Tony Gandolfi. So, gonna go in and look at some film and see, can he help us? We got to figure some things out, and get this thing rolling and. See where they see. We knew it was gut check time. We challenged our kids this week. We had some issues we dealt with internally, and it was gut check, and it was going to really see what we were about last night. And unfortunately, they didn't respond the way they needed to. So, we'll see how we what the mood is like this morning when we get them in here in about half hour.
All right, Coach. We'll let you get out there. Thanks for taking some time to swing by and chat with us, and we'll talk to you next week.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. That's Coach Silkowski, the head football coach of your Lincoln Community High School Railer football team. We're going to take a commercial break. We come back. We're going to talk some other high school sports going on today. A big volleyball tournament going on in town. So stay tuned. You're in the cheap seats on 96.3 FM.
Long as I remember.
The Arizona Cardinals stink.
Now, hold on.
I think they play the Bears in week 3. Don't they?
They'll probably get their beaks beat. That would probably rhyme.
Yeah,
Hey,
Beaks beat.
you know what? Give Jim some credit there. He played that song about the rain.
Oh, I thought he'd play some Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, Milli Vanilli. That's a good
Blame
song. You
it
said that
on
last
the
night.
rain.
Blame it on the rain.
Nobody's stopping the rain, Jim.
Still not
coming
stopping
down.
that rain today. I'll tell you that.
That's right. Welcome
Or
back to
yesterday.
the cheap seats. It's Scott Kirby and Joe Ryan with you this morning
And
at the Hampton Inn. Joe, I got a quick.
I think Jake's suntanning somewhere.
Yeah, he's down there suntanning his bald head
You
down
think he's
in Florida.
drinking yet, like a margarita or something?
He's probably still in bed.
Yeah.
No,
probably
it's
It is like
it's
they
an
are
hour,
honeymooners,
yeah.
so they might still be in bed.
No, it's actually same time as here, so I take that back. Hey, Joe, it's raining out. I know a lot of people right now with basements are freaking out. Sump pump issues. Tell us a little bit about basement flooding insurance.
Backup of sewer and drain. You either have it or you don't, because not too many people in town are having actual flood insurance. I mean, it's
it would be your sump pump backing up or not working. Is there a particular type of insurance you have to have? So let's say Johnny's out there, his house, he goes down, he's got a basement full of water because his sump pump quit working. What does he do?
he calls his insurance man. Backup of sewer and drain knows the coverage is going to have.
Oh.
Surface water is not going to be covered. That's only by flood insurance. And
We mean surface water.
like rainwater. If it's creeping in through your walls and stuff,
Yeah,
through basement windows and stuff.
you're hosed.
Yeah, that's just. But
Well, I tell you what,
can't
you're
get mad.
insurance people, man. You just
Can't
find your
get
way
mad at
around
your
everything.
insurance man about that because no one wants to pay $1,000 to have flood insurance. I mean, how often is it going to happen?
Well, I
and
don't
if
know.
you live in town or
At
something,
time it does. So
Yeah.
you're gonna wish you
I
had
tell
it.
you, well, yeah, but most of us just need backup of sewer and drain. And, I'm always checking on my sump pump, and if there are two things I could tell you, you check that sump pump and you check your gutters because the gutters are a problem too. You know, if it's not getting away from your house and it's flowing over your gutters and landing next to your house, and you have a
It's
basement,
just going right down into it.
that's where your problems come, especially in rains like this.
Yeah, and there's just nowhere right now for it to go. I know
we're supposed to get more today, like
we're supposed to get it
more
all
than yesterday.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
But I looked at the clouds and it looked like we're just on the edge.
Jim announces weather every day.
Yeah, how's he do that? How is Jim giving me a weather report sitting in here?
Jim is magical.
How can that be accurate?
He's like Santa Claus. He just can appear anywhere.
Hang on, I've never got a
I
gift
mean, he
from him.
brings us money. Presents and gifts. He's just a jolly old soul.
He is a jolly old soul.
Jolly old soul. Hey, if you're not busy today, and it's raining out, so you're not going to be outside, you might as well get out to Lincoln High School. Royce Anderson Gymnasium is a big volleyball tournament out there, Hampton Inn tournament, and
we're out here.
We're just happened to be out here. I don't know if that was a coincidence or that was planned, but it is happening. The ladies played last night at 5 and 8. Not sure how they did, but then they play again today. They played at 9.
Hey, they chuckled. I didn't say a word.
I was looking online this morning trying to find some results and couldn't. I did find the schedule. They play today at 9, and depending on how they do in their pool, will determine how they play in the brackets later. So good luck to them. Get on out and support the Lady Railers on the volleyball court. Be exciting times. You ever been to a volleyball match, Joe?
Sure.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I like them, and the girls get, the crowd gets into it. The girls get into it.
Yeah.
I don't know all the rules, but they are. It's good.
I don't know what are these two bozos talking
I'll tell you
about.
what, they opened up a box of chuckles over there.
Boy,
Looks like they just left Dave's caramel corn.
They might be related.
A box of chuckles.
Because they get chuckle about anything.
They got. And speaking of pools, you're gonna have to put yours on discharge. Mine's filling up.
Oh, it's flowing over. Yeah, I don't have to put any water in it. It's about time to close it.
Yeah,
though.
now it's gonna fill up.
Yeah, it's gonna be full and cold and can't even use it.
Well, you need to put a heater on there.
No, I'm good. I think I got in that pool maybe twice all year, all summer.
Really? It's amazing. I bet you could have charged $1 and let a bunch of kids in the neighborhood in.
Hey, I mean,
Help offset some of those chlorine costs.
Bryson didn't even really use it, and he's more than welcome to have kids over and swim. But I don't know. It's just kind of an odd year,
Sell it.
Sell it.
Yeah, get that thing out there. Lloyd wants a pool.
Lloyd
he
wants
does.
a pool. I don't think Lloyd wants a pool.
How about caller 5? They win your pool.
trying to get my?
Well, if you don't use it, it's just costing you money.
My family uses it. I mean, nieces and nephews come over and use it. I'm just saying I didn't really utilize the pool like I usually do.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know. Just one of those years, Anyway, back to the sports.
I did listen to the game last night. Raiders got to keep their heads up. But the kids, I've been there before. Get your butts beat.
But you got to bounce back.
You got to come back and be focused.
And then what better time to bounce back than you got a week full of festivities. Homecoming is always an exciting time of year. You got your float building, your parade, your dance, and obviously the football game. So.
You know how many years when we were back in that Central State 8 that we would go places and it was homecoming? because every coach knows you can't get your kids to focus on homecoming because they have so many other things going on. They always want to roll Lincoln into town, for homecoming. Yeah. Went to a lot of parades.
Oh man. Yeah.
I'll tell you the things that from listening last night. I think the MVPs may have been Graham and O'Donohue. I think they had good snaps and got every punt off in that weather. That's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean that's tough to do. I think what's his name was was calling those uniforms the ice cream uniforms. The vanilla uniforms. I'll tell you, I saw some pictures of them. And boy, those are hard to see. The
hard
uniforms.
to see the members.
Yeah, I think if they, I don't know. I bet that was some type of a mess up. I would say Lincoln had to get a good deal on those. Wouldn't you think?
I don't know. I'm not a uniform designer, but they.
Well, every once in a while, something goes wrong, and the print comes back, and you just go, "Yeah, we'll take them," and they mark them down or whatever. Because you can't make out the numbers. Bob, I heard the other announcers struggling with it, and I heard Ken and Bob were struggling with knowing who players were, and then that kind of takes away from the game because you don't know what players are doing what. Right. A little mud doesn't help either.
No,
but they get their heads up. Homecoming,
they can get a
W.
They got Effingham coming in, a tough team, but it's that's why you play the game, Joe.
You got to
play the game. Some other stuff going on in the high school today. We got boys varsity golf versus Mattoon. Don't know if that's going to happen. You don't play golf in the rain, do you?
I might have a buddy mad at me right now because I didn't give him my clubs.
Oh, well.
I don't think he's playing.
We got some girls varsity swimming and diving versus Springfield. Now they're in Springfield, the Eisenhower Pool, so that's going to happen. Like we mentioned before, girls volleyball, the Hampton Inn tournament today at the Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Boys soccer versus Bahamas Seymour. That's at Hanlon Field. Going to be busy out there. Boys varsity and girls varsity cross country. They're at the Peoria Invite at Peoria Detweiler Park. And girls varsity and JV tennis versus Pontiac at Lincoln Elks. Think that's going to happen?
No.
You don't play tennis in the rain?
Makes that court
now,
so
you were
slick.
once a tennis coach.
Yes.
Back in the day. Now, if you saw weather like this, would you...
I'm not even getting the kids in the van.
You're just saying...
Well, you didn't just get so slick.
If it even sprinkles, you're out.
Yeah, you can't... Yeah, if it's slick, you can't play.
Yeah.
I would say that's...
And then boys, I guess JV soccer is at home today, too. So... a lot of things going on at the high school today, Joe. We got football kind of training today, working some some soreness out, going over some film. Then you got volleyball and soccer. So busy times.
Busy time. Boy, I can't believe that soccer would be a mess today, too.
Yeah.
What time's the soccer game?
Let's see. That soccer game is at 10 a.m., so you got a half hour to get out there. Are you going to go watch, you think?
No, I would, but I can't get there at 10. I mean, I got things to do.
Well, it's not going to be over. It don't start till 10. If you get out there at 10:15, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Even 10:30.
I might pop out by there.
Well, because then there's the sophomores play after that 11:30, so you might as well stick around for that as well.
Might just spend the morning. Have a hot dog. I wonder if they'll have walking tacos. Those are delicious.
They might
you guys
have.
Like walking tacos?
I don't know. They might have corn dogs.
No, I don't want corn dogs.
No, you don't want a corn dog?
Lloyd loves corn dogs.
It's your favorite? Oh, boy.
Walking tacos. Whoever invented that was a smart man.
Yeah.
Or woman. I don't know who invented it.
Don't know, Joe. But, the Lincoln Railers lose last night to Mattoon 47-13. We went over some of the scores earlier.
Yeah, let's go through them again. What were they?
Yeah, we'll go. Taylorville beats Charleston 40-13. That puts them 3-0, 2-0 in the conference. Charleston 0-2 in the conference. Mascuda, whatever it is.
Mascuda.
I'd like to know where they're located because they're playing a lot of these Apollo teams.
I'm telling you, they're in Southern Illinois.
They played Mattoon last. I wonder what conference they're in.
Well, we could probably look that up on the internet. We just haven't.
We do.
I'm sure we're going to have problems spelling Mascuda.
No, I got it
right here.
I got it.
Lord, look that up. Where is Mascuda?
Because this may
by
not be
Benito.
Mascuda. They beat Mahomet 21-12. 20. That puts Muhammad 0-2 in the conference.
That's got to be a long ride for them if they came all the way up here to play Muhammad, or either way.
Yeah, we don't know where it's at, so it could be
either way. It's the same
either way
amount of miles.
Yep. And then Effingham over Mount Zion, 41-14.
That surprise you?
A little bit, the score, but like Coach said, there was some mishaps that happened and made the score a little more lopsided than it was. But that puts Effingham 1-1 in the conference, as well as Mount Zion 1-1 in the conference. So right now you got Taylorville leading the conference at 2 games, and
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0 in the conference. So they're on top of the conference right now. Mattoon's only played 1 game in the conference, so they've already played both of their non-conference teams, which
that scheduling's a problem. When
should be 3, right? You have 3 non-conference games because there's only 7. There's only 7 teams in the Apollo. Is that correct?
So what's our 3?
Macomb, and I don't know the other 2.
Oh yeah, we're going up north.
Oh, going up north. Chicago.
Is it there or here?
I think it's
remember
there. Yeah,
we got a northern school,
and then
we had south.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on that one.
Don't we have Olympia coming up?
Yeah, no.
No, I mean in the future.
Well, I don't know.
I thought Olympia's going to start being some of our non-conference.
We used to. We used to play them. They have a full conference schedule. Okay. And they're in the Corn Belt now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Does that sound right?
Boy. Well, I'll tell you what, is this a sports show?
Boy, I don't think.
Is it a game show? I'd like to go off the board for $500, Bob.
I like to buy a
name a conference.
I like to use a lifeline.
Name a conference in the state of Illinois that has football.
And yeah, all right.
That's funny. That's funny how we really don't know anything.
But we do. But
we know a lot of it.
I got an agenda right here.
I'm very proud of it. You do have an agenda.
Yeah. We're making this show great again. And for those listeners, we are still doing NFL Pick'em. If you want to get on and sign up for that.
I got to get signed up.
We're not even to 1 yet.
We're hovering around the 5 mark. Make yourself be number 6.
Apparently Jim didn't advertise it this week on the radio, or nobody's listening, or nobody gives a crap.
I bet Mabel's in. Did Mabel get in? No, Mabel doesn't even want to play. So let's say that, for instance, Mabel's the only one that gets in. She would obviously win every week, and then she would win prizes.
Because Jim said we had to have at least 5.
You know what? Everybody's in their own fantasy leagues. We should just do it. Let's make sure we all get on.
I'm signed up, and if Mabel signs up and she beats me, that's going to make me look bad.
I'll sign up today. You remind me.
Okay, well, you go to WLCN Sports, click on the link. The password's, I don't remember the password anymore. WLCN Sports 963. Yeah, it's right under it.
Password should be Manito. I don't care what anybody says. M-A-K-N-E-E-T-O-E. Manito.
Manito. Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
That's funny.
And it's not so much. But, get on WLCN Sports. Sign up for the NFL Pick'em. If we get at least 5 guys, you're going to win a pizza. The weekly winner is going to win a pizza. And the overall winner, a TV?
A TV or a trip to Aruba. I think it's your choice.
Where did we get a TV from? Oh, there's a TV in play.
A TV?
It's still in the box.
Oh, it's still in the box.
Is it the old kind?
Oh.
It's got a big back on it.
Yeah, it's got a big back on it. Or is it the flat screen?
Weighs 900 pounds. You got to come pick it up.
Did you grab it from that trash pickup thing that went on?
All right, so we have a legitimate prize now. So we just need 5 people to sign up. Weekly winner's going to win a pizza from Stuffteria
station, and then they'll tell us that we're disqualified because we work here. It's a gimmick.
Well, we really need to start plugging this.
Yeah, because it starts
tomorrow. That doesn't mean you still can't sign up. You just
we've already
started Thursday. We already have one. We're going to give you one free pick. Just don't pick Atlanta.
Yeah, take somebody.
Yeah. So get on WLCN Sports. Sign up for that. If you can, use your real name, because I don't know if you make up a name. I don't know who you are, so we don't know who wins. we don't send you spam or anything. It's just nice pics. Oh, we got a content right here. Let's see. I'm sure it's probably very, very informational.
Yeah, he's a.
Olympia is in the Illini Prairie Conference. Thanks to our social media guy, and
Olympia's in the Illini Prairie Conference. That's what that's called.
that's new.
Wow.
That is new.
Guess I should have known that.
Yep.
But I didn't. Wow.
Yeah. Nor did I. All right, let's take a commercial break. We come back. We're going to talk some college football and
doggy now.
some baseball and NFL. Obviously, kicked off
America's
Thursday
team.
night. And he had the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry, it should have been the Phillies. The way the Eagles played
They got the W.
and Atlanta played, kind of an ugly game. But hey, it's week 1 of the season, so we got some time to work on it. We got a caller.
There you be. Nope.
No? Oh,
there you go.
Somebody wants a room.
We're not involved in that mess.
No, that is not our phone. Stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Now this guy jams. Do yourself a favor. Go see him sometime.
Who is it?
Joe Satriani.
Oh, well, where's your hat?
Oh, gosh, where is my hat?
I don't know.
It's got to be in the trunk of my car somewhere.
Welcome back to the
With my
Cheap
jacket.
Seats, 96.3 FM. We are at the Hampton Inn. I'd like to thank them today for hosting us. And
let's talk about that a minute. We had a wonderful waffle.
yeah, had a waffle.
Some type of egg patty with stuff in it. What would you call that? Omelet?
I would
Made up like a
say
hamburger patty?
Like
Delicious.
like a breakfast biscuit.
I'm ready for a little nap after this.
Yeah, and it's a great day to take a nap. Rainy,
Oh,
a little
yeah.
chilly,
Turn on a little golf.
gloomy.
I like
Turn on a golf, that will put you right to sleep.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes.
But there is something about those guys whispering.
Yeah. We're on the back.
Kirby's going to sing.
We're on the back 9, and he's 400 par.
I always wonder why they whisper, because they're so far away.
Well, because they don't want to wake you up from your nap.
you get around
Yeah.
hole 3 or 4, they're going to have to start whispering. We think that guy fell
That guy
asleep.
is asleep. But hey, it was brought to my attention that it's for the NFL Pick'em. It's hard to find. Can't make it any more easy for you, Joe. Go to WLCN Sports.
Why you have to say my name?
WLCNsports.com. Under the video or YouTube video, there's a little box that says NFL Pick'em. If you click on that box,
You're in.
It's going to take you right there. Then you got to sign up.
That seems pretty easy.
Now you might
I'm gonna
have
do it today.
Now the catch is you're going to probably have to sign up for an NFL.com account so you can get your email and stuff entered. So there's a couple steps to it, but it's pretty easy for all you fantasy football players out there. It shouldn't be anything. Most of you probably have a NFL.com account anyway, and it's free. And we do have a TV to give away for the year-ending prize, and I'm sure maybe we can add to that. We'll throw something else in.
It's a 1987 Zenith Explorer.
Yes,
it's a 14-inch.
It's the big back.
Yeah, it's a big back.
It weighs
It's
nine.
good.
It's a 19-inch TV. It weighs 900 pounds,
And you have to pick it up yourself out at the station.
and there is no HDMI input.
Got rabbit ears.
Yeah, we'll throw in a set of rabbit ears.
Rabbit ears and
The remote has 3 buttons.
yeah.
Yes.
Looking like an honest calculator.
Why not?
Yeah, no, but that's not true. It's a legit up-to-date TV. Compliments of WLCN 96.3, Jim Ash.
You're going to want that.
You're gonna want this TV. Who doesn't want a TV?
Yeah.
I just bought a new TV for the bedroom, and it's
Tell you what, he
phenomenal.
spends a lot of money, doesn't he? New furniture, new TV, new Cub hat.
No, Cub hats. I can't afford a Cub hat now. No, after we left the show last night, we decided that, we needed some things, and one thing led to another, and
Has it been delivered?
It turned into, well, whenever you get new furniture, what do you have to do to your living room?
You got to rearrange it.
What else?
Paint it.
Yeah. So
You've done all that?
Oh boy, that was my weekend.
What about your old furniture? Can I have it?
It's going to the kids. To their apartment up in Collins, or I don't even know where they're at anymore. Carlinville.
Oh, you know where the checks go.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, so sign up, NFL Pick'em. It's free to sign up.
Speaking of Carlinville, I talked to Hopper this week, and they'll play each other, right?
In the same conference.
Yes.
He's at Webster.
Yeah.
I thought he might go to Blackburn and hook up, play the Bryson again, but decided Webster, he's going down there. They have a pretty good baseball team, baseball program down there. So he's playing basketball and baseball at Webster, and they're in the same conference as Blackburn. So
you have to keep us updated.
We'll get
That'd
to
be
see
a good
old
time to go
Hoppy.
over.
Yeah.
See them both play.
Yeah. So I'll keep you updated.
Holy cow, we got a guest coming over.
Sir? Who's our guest?
We'd like to have you step over here for a second when you get a chance.
When I need discussing something with the lady, I'd appreciate it.
Sir?
I'm hoping you know this gentleman.
We're putting him right on. Surprise guest.
Surprise guest. All right. Well, we like guests, and Joe, the guest getter, is working right now.
Tell you what, I'm working all the time. I just found one.
On the whim. He'll find somebody.
Yeah, we know that.
But real quick, we got some baseball going on right now.
Hold on, we got a guy fresh. Sit right there. Put that on.
I'm not
You're gonna do that. You love to talk. Sit down a minute. We're good. We got a special guest. We flew in all the way from Arizona. Can you hear anything on there yet?
No.
A little closer there. We know how you like to talk. We got a special guest flew in all the way from Arizona to just be on the show. And if you talk to Jim afterwards, he'll pick up some of your flight money.
Don't count on it.
Hey,
I'm talking to an insurance agent, and he's trying to tell me something to do in an honest fashion, and somebody else is going to pick up the money.
Exactly right. Hey, Al Pickering joined us. You're a legend around here, Al. Yeah. A legend.
Thank you. I just saw your pictures. I was driving down the street. A lot has changed in 10 years.
And I think he needs to update it again.
Well, it seems to me like
it doesn't look too bad. You know what? You look good.
Well, thank you.
For a man, what, your early 90s?
Close to that.
Oh,
you mean 1990s?
I can switch you spots if you want to pop him upside the head here.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. That's for sure.
Hey, what are you doing in town? What's going on?
I don't have to give a reason for being in Lincoln.
No, you don't.
Everybody wants to be in Lincoln.
I was going to say, but you just left sunny Arizona.
Yes.
Home of America's team, the Arizona Cardinals.
Chicago Bears.
Yes.
You'd think there was not another team but the Arizona Cardinals out there.
That's what we like to hear.
They do cover.
We'll convert you.
I'm actually back for the summer, living in Pekin. Janine and I, and we're living with David, and he has assured me it's okay for the parents to live with the son, but the son cannot live with the parents. So it's okay to do that for a while.
Oh, I think he just wants mom there for some home cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah. He is getting a lot of extra things that he's not used to. That's for sure. So we're here until I came back for a golf outing for one of my former players at Washburn, and then the golf outing at Lincoln College. Then we're staying for the Hall of Fame banquet on the 10th or thereabouts at Lincoln College. And so we're filling some time in between just doing some things that we want to do. And so Janine is working today, as it should be. She's at the museum in Springfield, and I'm resting.
Yes, I can tell that. You are resting. Yeah. You wander around town and do nothing.
That's absolutely right.
And Skip's home, too. You guys flying on the same flight?
Is it? No. We've been here, almost forever.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, you just said that.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, perhaps.
It's pretty early.
Perhaps
now you know what we're dealing with.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do know. So, but anyway, it's a pleasure talking with you. I've got more important things to do. I'm going to take a nap. So, go Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, that's what I wanted to hear.
Nice
job.
to see all of you.
All right.
And Lloyd,
hey,
too.
thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day. Coach Pickering popping by. I'm going to tell you what, and you look good.
Thank you. You're not going to kiss me, are you?
See, no, I'll find your room. Can I have his room number, miss? We'll go leave him some gifts. Alan Pickering, a legend around here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's got it going on.
You'll be the only one then.
We'll be real quiet.
All right. Where were we, Joe?
We were going to talk about college and NFL football.
Oh, we were. We've only got
baseball. Lloyd said baseball.
Oh, Lloyd said baseball. Well, we can do all of it real quick. We got 10 minutes to go.
With our knowledge,
yes,
we can take a 7-minute commercial.
Well, good thing I got an agenda here. We got MLB going on right now, Joe. Races are coming down to the wire, especially the National League Central. We've got. Let's go over the American League real quick, and we'll work our way down. But in the East, American League East, you got Boston. Boy, they're just running away with it. They're 8.5 games up over New York, and over the Yankees. And the Yankees got a pretty solid team. And then in the Central, you got Cleveland. They're 7 games up. 15.5 over Minnesota. So they're going to win that division. And this is another close one right here in the West. You got Houston and a surging Oakland A's team, only 3.5 back. Oakland just coming out of nowhere. And
I like it.
Starting to play some ball.
You know who they're related to?
They're right on the heels of Houston. Huh?
You know who they're related to?
Oakland?
Yeah. Raider Nation.
Oh gosh. But they're not yeah, but they're not moving to Vegas.
Raider Nation.
All right. Let's see, we move down to the National League real quick. Lloyd's got some interest in this division. The National League East, you got the Atlanta Braves, 2.5 games up over Philly and 8 games up over Washington. That's surprising right there. A lot of people had Washington winning that division early on, and Dave Martinez, I guess, the old bench coach for the Cubs. He's the skipper now at Washington. I think his job's okay. Mike Rizzo, the GM of Washington, says that he doesn't have any plans to look for anybody else, but you know how plans are. They change. And we'll see if Dave Martinez is safe in his position. The National League Central, and this is everybody's
favorite
focus right now. You got the Cubbies of 4 games over Milwaukee and 5.5 over St. Louis. St. Louis on a pretty good run there for a while, but reality has maybe set in. I don't know. They're kind of struggling a little bit right now. They lose their bullpen right now is just atrocious, Jim. Last night they lose in the bottom of the 9th to Detroit. That's a tough loss right there.
I'm going over Wednesday to bring him some luck.
Oh, great!
Got a day game over there. That'd be fun.
So that division right there is pretty close. Milwaukee 4 games back. Cubs get rained out last night at Washington. They're going to play a doubleheader today. So Milwaukee gained a half a game on them last night. We'll see what the Cubbies can do today. Hopefully they can take 2 out of Washington today. And then in the West, you got Colorado Rockies. They're half a game up over the Dodgers, and Arizona a game and a half back. That division right there.
That's what you call tight.
That's a tight division.
Tight.
That could be anybody's. And right now, the 2 leaders in the wild card are
your St. Louis Cardinals
and
I don't know.
Brewers.
The Brewers, yeah. We just gotta pop on top.
How's that? I mean, that happened a few years ago too, Jim, where I think the Cardinals won the division, and I think Milwaukee and the Cubs won the wild card. Is that correct? Yeah. And then the Cubs beat Milwaukee in the 1 game, and then beat the Cards in the 5-game series. So yeah, that's interesting. So that's got to be one of the premier divisions in the National League right there in the Central. They got. Well, it would be the 3 of the best records in the league.
Makes it exciting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. It is. And, yeah. So it's coming down to the wire, boys. It's coming down to the wire. Real quick, we'll talk some NFL real quick, and then we'll finish up with some college football. What did you think of the game the other night, Joe? The Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. The game was delayed about 45 minutes to an hour. The unveiling of the Super Bowl banner. And then the game was just puke.
Yeah. Well, wasn't very good. And if you had fantasy football players in it, you were probably disappointed, which I'm sure everybody did. I expected the Eagles to win.
Now wait a minute. If Matt Ryan and Julio Jones had a decent night,
did they?
As far as fantasy points, I mean, Julio, he had I think 11 catches, 100 and I don't know how many yards.
Julio did okay. Yeah, that's right.
But just the overall game itself was just. You would think two premier teams like that coming in have a lot of their starters back. A lot of the pieces are back from last year. And Philly coming off a Super Bowl win. Yeah, they're missing a couple of pieces, but for the most part, they're still there. They're missing Jeffrey. Carson Wentz isn't their quarterback, but Carson Wentz wasn't their quarterback in the Super Bowl. You thought they'd come out and look a little more, I don't know.
I know what you mean, crisp.
But it is, game one. There's some, things to work out.
And you know what? Let's face it.
You got
the
some
starters,
timing.
The starters don't get a lot of playing time before this game. I mean, not that should matter, but they already know they're getting it, so they let everybody else play. And, it takes – I don't think the NFL really settles in until week 3 or 4, really. And I know, and all that. I mean, we talk about the preseason games, which everybody wants to do away with. But I mean, I understand the need for them. Those guys need a chance to make the team. And then now your season starts, and you got your starters, your veterans back out there. It takes them 2 or 3 games to get going. So it's like that every year. Look last year when everybody thought who came in? The Chiefs came in and pounded the Patriots, and you thought there was no way the Chiefs could.
Well, the Chiefs came when they won 5-6 games in a row and just beating the snot out of people,
and didn't even make the playoffs.
So, it's week 1. And speaking of week 1, we got the Chicago Bears traveling up to the Green Bay Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. It's not going to be frozen, though. My concern is these starters haven't had a whole lot of playing time. Didn't play hardly at all preseason. Is that going to hurt them? Is it going to make them more fresh? I think it's going to hurt them.
But
just because you got, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm just a dip blink here down in Lincoln on a radio show that nobody listens to. But
you're a dipped ice cream.
You would think that with the new coaching staff, they got new everything, and you'd want them out there preseason getting the snaps and getting the.
Everybody worries about injuries and money,
right?
And they should.
And now that comes to. Does preseason really even matter?
I think preseason does not matter. It's a way for them to generate revenue and see if guys can make the team. But have you ever been to Green Bay to a game?
I've never been to it. I've been there, but not to a game.
I'll tell you what, it's a great place to go watch a game. And that place will be sold out and rocking.
Oh, absolutely.
Sunday night. I can't see the Bears going up there and stealing that from them.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know.
The place will be right.
I would love to see it.
Are that good that they could go in and beat the Packers?
I think the Bears defense, just with the signing of Khalil Mack, makes them
I agree with that.
A top 5 defense. They were top 10 last year.
He can't be an every down player.
But he's not going to be an every down player. I don't know. It's hard to say right now because you don't know what Chicago's throwing out there because you haven't seen it. You saw a little bit week 2 when they played the first half and a little bit maybe of the third quarter, but you really don't know. I haven't seen Allen Robinson all preseason. You don't know what he's going to do. Anthony Miller's still learning the plays. You know what you're going to get from Jordan Howard. What do they have in store for Tariq Cohen? I just don't know.
I don't know. I can't see it winning
I've
that
got
game.
Positive thoughts right now, but at about 7:30, 7:45, those positive thoughts might turn into not very good thoughts.
You might be in bed by 8:30.
Might be. It might be over.
Tossing and turning and rolling around, man.
And that's what's so good about NFL. Everybody's equal right now. Everybody has a chance. Everybody's teams, even your team, the Arizona Cardinals have a chance.
The Arizona Cardinals are still undefeated.
And you know who's going to be the first person to play a Super Bowl at their home stadium?
The Arizona Cardinals.
Nope.
It's going to come back around.
Raider Nation.
Nope.
Raider Nation.
Atlanta Falcons.
No.
Isn't Super Bowl at Atlanta? Huh?
Is that a prediction?
This year?
Isn't it Atlanta?
Well, no, I'm just saying, you think this year they're going to get the Super Bowl?
I'm thinking they have a pretty good shot. Unless they play like they did Thursday, then no.
Are you going out on a limb?
I go out on many limbs.
Say what, it better be a pretty big limb.
And they usually break.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I thought that was Jim.
That's pear trees.
The pear tree.
All right, real quick, we got about 30 seconds.
Look, Coach Pitt dropped back in.
Yeah,
I think he thought we were giving away prizes.
Can't get on. He heard TV. Illinois plays Western Illinois tonight. Oklahoma State hosting Rutgers. Georgia, they're playing South Carolina. That's probably the game of the day right there. Well, go ahead.
Oh, that's an interesting game tonight because we've got Conrady playing for Western, and he'll be taking on that. I can't think of that guy's name from Illinois, the DN that's highly touted. And we'll have Conrad be lined up across.
Yeah, he will.
So Lincoln people, you should tune in and watch.
Absolutely. And the game is at 6:30, and it is on the Big Ten Network. So you'll be able to tune in and watch that. I see a former Lincoln Railer, former, I guess. He did move his senior year.
Who's that, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, he moved. He's a Lincolnite, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Family still lives around.
What did they say? Once a Railer, always a Railer?
That's right.
I never was a Railer, so.
So guess what?
Nothing.
You're not one.
Okay, fine.
What are you? Where'd you go?
I went to Bushnell Prairie City. I'm a Spartan.
Oh, Sparty.
Which they beat the crap out of Railers.
We might just call you Sparty.
Sparty.
What did they beat the crap out of the Railers?
They never have, but
maybe
I'm
a chess
saying.
tournament. No, probably not.
They got swords.
Spartans and Railers, we're carrying a huge axe.
Okay. That you
and we bring a train.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to do it for us because that just went to crap. Next week, where are we at? Can you send me an email?
Yet.
I mean, I didn't know till midnight last
Coach
night.
Coach Pickering, you going to come back next week and join us?
I don't know where we're at next week. I will find out.
We didn't know where we were this week.
Midnight on Friday, so there is no planning, so we just show up.
You can't tell it, really.
No, because we're prepared no matter where we're at. We know what time, we just don't know where. I'd like to thank the Hampton Inn for hosting us today. I'd like to thank our other sponsors. Without you, this would not be possible. If you're not busy today, get on out to the campus of Lincoln Community High School. A lot going on out there, indoors and outdoors. So we will talk to you next week.
Enjoy the rain.
Good.